Well, I tell you what, we have an absolutely perfect Midwestern afternoon for football, and EA Sports brings you coverage of the NFL from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Cincinnati Bengals. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he's got room. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. Now it's Burrow. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Bears' 12-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
57 is the mic. Rock 57. 57. Mike, 57.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That is caught at the 7. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip it his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. Boy, you hold him short of the marker. You've got the turnover on downs and then roughing the passer.
That celebration was cut short, wasn't it? Went from raised hands to slumped shoulders as a result of that penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. From midfield, here's Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Bears 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Brady to throw again. Wide open receiver, complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Number 80. Touchdown.
And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. First down. Here's Burrow. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Intercepted.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st down, Chicago.
Brady now on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brady sacked.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Shotgun now for Brady. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Brady now on 1st down. The throw complete to Cam Akers. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
At the 5-yard line.
Again, it's Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brady's pass.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And 5 yards to go.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka from the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
15-yard line.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now it's Burrow. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
On 3rd down, Burrow fighting to stay upright. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
first down.
Now the rookie second-round pick. This is Cam Akers. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
At the 32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Akers.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll come out in the pistol. From the gun, it's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Brady. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Darnell Mooney, his first touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. He took the hit when he threw that ball. Maybe the O-line just thankful that that worked out for a touchdown.
Yeah, because, you know, their pride is don't let that guy get hit, no matter what, under any circumstances. But anytime it pays off in a touchdown, they'll figure out how to block a little bit better going forward.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make it 17-13. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and it's skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Being chased out left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 30. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. So that changes things, no doubt. We thought we might be on the verge of our initial score of the game, but after that interception.
The long return.
Yeah, then they had that long return, and now it's the other sideline who might be the first to put the points up. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the... And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. That throw by Brady incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half, and the Bears have once again taken the lead. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Burrow will throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. He's got his tight end fan. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards.
At the 6-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 6 yards away, as his guys are able to regain the lead. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with a touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brady sacked.
Well, they brought the lead into this 3rd quarter, and now they're really stepping up, setting a tone here defensively.
They came right out roaring because you had to know that in the locker room, they talked about setting that tone that you just described, continuing the dominance that they exhibited in the first half.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Down.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Brady, and firing a deep ball for Kmet. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. From the gun, Brady dumps it off for Geis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
1st down, Bears.
On 1st down, Brady. He'll check it down to Geis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On play action, it's Brady. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Brady's throw there complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 36 yards on the play. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Brady again. That's complete right around the 8. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. Brady to throw again. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady as his guys have now moved out in front.
Brandon, is there any...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of
ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
8 yards.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46.
At the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Well, we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
That's Samuel, caught left side. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. 1st down. Here's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The end of the third quarter of
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Flush to his right, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Does a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
the ball carrier.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
He is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And as a result, they could have had the lead with a field goal. Instead, they turned the ball over on downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now this one complete on the slant route. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20.
No, sir.
Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Flushed out right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he fires one incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow, eluding the pressure right. Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 45, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
On the play.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. To throw is Brady. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Brady's pass.
The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
1st and goal, Chicago.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Brady to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Able to get there and pick it. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
At their own 48-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for it.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now it's Burrow to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Leads to
another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Well, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Today's final score, Bears 40.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game.